Okay. Well, hello, everyone. My name is Terry. I've had the pleasure getting to talk to a few of you. Just real quick, I work as a freelance graphic designer, and I work for a small publishing company called Smidgen Press. And I have really enjoyed the flexibility Canva can offer us just at home. So tonight, I just want to show everyone how they can take our workbook templates that the Alveary has provided to make changes that you feel you need or desire for your homeschools. So in the chat, just in case you missed it, I did put the links for the templates. And how do I hide them? Sorry, guys. There we go. Links for the templates. And then there is, I thought, a helpful screenshot up at the top of shortcut keys for Canva. And that is helpful. They're very basic, like controls C is copy, control V is paste. If you're like changing versions of the Bible, that could save you a little bit of time. So it's not a must. But when you're copying and pasting a lot, I really like to know those keys. All right, I'm going to share my screen now. Hold on just a moment. Okay, here we go. All right, are you guys all seeing? Can you give me a wave or thumbs up? Are we all seeing Canva right now?
I see it now.
Okay. All right, so in the let's go to their actual links that they made an announcement on today. Oops. Okay, so you have these lovely links here provided for you. So we'll share these. Sometimes volunteers or people will share them. What you're going to see when you click on them of any item. Oh, it's not supposed to do that. I just checked it 5 minutes ago. Let's see. What's going on? Oh, I know what it is because I'm in the wrong buzz. I'm sorry about that, guys. I'm like, those are exams. Okay, this is the correct buzz. This is what I wanted. Okay. This is what it should look like when you click it open. This is the form 1. You just simply click this purple button. Okay, if you hadn't logged into your Canva already, it will prompt you to log in to Canva at first. So now that you're in our work, this you'll just scroll through. This has all the pages, and if you want to change something, it's as simple as clicking the text box, and you can highlight, you can delete to delete it, or let's say some people like to use the King James version. So let's see. Sorry, guys, I'm having trouble navigate. Your faces are lovely, but they keep getting in front of my keys on the computer. So I got to shift you guys around a minute. Okay. You could go to your online Bible preference choice where you want to get your Bible verses. Bible Gateway is a good one. You can select your versions over here. We'll just do King James because I know it's requested often. Okay, here we go. And then you'll enter your passage. I can't remember. I struggle with retaining numbers. Here we go. Joshua 1:1-6. Okay. All right. So I know some of you said you really struggled with like basic commands. This is where like that control copy comes in handy. Highlight what you need. Hit Control or Command C. And then you'll switch over to your file. And all you need to do is highlight this. And then you're going to hit Command V. And this, it will copy in the text. Now, here is something you're going to have to contend with editing. We already went through the work and fixed all the spacing issues and stuff. So that's, you can see the text is different and it no longer fits on the page. Some of your options when this happens simply is you could expand your text box here on the side. You could pull up text by just deleting. If you've ever worked in Microsoft Word or word processing, it's very similar at this point. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. This is just going to be your visual preferences to edit the text. But the parts that's going to help you change is these side boxes will give you more space for the text. Up here, like most word processing, is your font. They do have, this is another common change, open dyslexic font in Canva. Sorry, I think our whole community is struggling with it. We're a vacation place, and on the weekend, it kind of bogs all our internet down. But so here's another change, people. The open dyslexic font can be helpful for some dyslexic students, and this is what some people change it for. So those are your options. Sometimes I've had a mom who, I mean, their child needed very, very large fonts and they did multiple pages. So let me show you multiple page. It's really easy. If you feel like you need to add a page or split up a page, just click up here in the corner, add page, and it's going to add a blank page for you. And then you can divide up your text. I'm doing that right now by hitting, I'm going to cut it, Command X. I'm going to click here. And that places the text up there. It's going to the default font, so I'd have to change it to the rest. That gives you the basic idea. So that is a common change that people would make within Canva. So if you need to add another text box, I want to draw your attention over here. This is like your toolbox over here for Canva. The ones that are going to be most important, I think, for you guys is the text. You can add a text box by clicking any of these, or if there is a shortcut key, if you just click on a page and hit the letter T, that will give you a text box. Sometimes shortcut keys really throw people off, so I want to show you both options. It's the same exact thing. Just hitting T. Oh, you got to make sure you click the page and then you hit T. It'll give you a new text box. Or you can come over here to your toolbox and you can select a text box. you can make your text box as big as you need and that will expand all your text. These are resizing circles. Or you can make it smaller. And then like I already showed you, don't forget about your side bars here to add width to your text box. Okay, so text editing is probably the most common thing people use our work for. There is some people like that really want like a fine art look, or their son really likes dinosaurs and they're really ambitious and they want to change like the whole look of it to meet their aesthetics preferences. If you would like to go on that rabbit hole and that brings you joy, I am happy to show you. It is delightful. You are probably signing up for hours. So you just decide if that's like something you really value. But if that is something you want, you are going to love this tool called the Elements. And this provides all your clip art. So you, let's say watercolor flowers. Search whatever it is you're looking for, and you'll get literally hundreds of thousands of options to look for. You can upload. Let's say you did want like the fine art. This tool is what you're going to need is upload. If you could find the files you desire, you will go to upload and you have to upload them from your computer. I would say most people don't do this part, but I do want to bring it up because I know it brings joy to people and I love it for mamas, like to be super happy with the resources because then they'll use them and they're excited to come to the table each day with their kiddos. So after you've made all your changes, this is, I think, a really handy tool that most people don't know about. This grid view down at the bottom, if you click that, you can kind of see your page, your whole book laid out. And you can, let's say you want to shift pages, you could just drag and drop them to wherever you need them. Let's say you want to delete a page because you're only going to learn one song this year, or you do hymns at church in a choir, a children's choir. So you don't need that in your book. You can just delete them by clicking delete or backspace, depending on which keyboard you have. You can add pages the same way if you needed to. Like I'm adding, and I will make that file available in the spreadsheet. Like I like to have a spot for our composer, like what they look like. And then my kids take just very, very simple notes while they're listening, or they'll color a picture of what the music makes them think about. I'm all about simplicity for those. So that's something you could add if you wanted to our workbooks. When you're all done, Julie was asking about this. This is how you download your project. You're going to go to share. This is where, let's say someone goes through the work and it might happen. You edit this for the King James version and you want to share your work so someone doesn't have to do it over and over. That's this link, the template link. You're just going to print yourself to get ready, like Julie was asking, to go to Lulu or to print on your home printers. You need to go to download. And the setting you want is, I know it says PNG suggested, but it's because we have so many images. What you actually want is PDF print. It's best for printing. CMYK. If you forget to change, that won't be the end of the world, but this would be a better option for your home printers. And then you will just click download your file. And depending on your internet speed or what's going on, it takes seconds to a few minutes. It's taking a little bit longer for me. It is downloading though. What will happen here in a minute? Here we go. This box shows up. You see your downloading stream happening, and then it's going to prompt you to save on your computer here in a minute. Waiting. And well, why that's basically it. I think you guys know how to save this file. It's hopefully, if not, I can walk you. It will show up here in a minute. Does anyone have a question before we move on to maybe some other Canva questions outside of our work?
Terry, it's Lisa. My only question was, and I'm sorry if I didn't pay attention at the beginning, was how did you upload our work? How do you get a file in that you can start editing?
Okay, so you need to use the template link. Let me show you here. If you use the one in the Buzz that was published today, there you go. So downloads, I'll just put it, we'll call it 1 because I don't really want to save that, but you save it. Okay, when we put these links sometimes in the spreadsheet for other documents for specific our workbooks, just click these links. I have them in the chat if you want to work on them tonight, or if you need to go back to them, they were in the Buzz. When you click on those links, you're going to be sent to this screen, and you have to click use this template. And then the whole document should be within Canva for you to just start working. You have nothing to upload. Does that make sense, Lisa?
It does.
Okay.
So it was the link that was in the Hive, right?
Yes, in the Hive, they published it in the Buzz today, so you should get it in your email too. We have the links. The links are also in that circle of the member made resource spreadsheet circle. It kept getting buried, so we put it in its own circle, but it's in there. Also tonight, if you want to work like right now, I have it in the chat for you. So lots of places to get it, but so it should pull up like this. Sometimes when you first open it up, it takes Canva a second. The fonts will look goofy. It's just like recalibrating. If you just hold on, it should come back exactly the way the original looked.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah, my pleasure. Did anyone have any other questions?
Yes, this is Julie. Hi, Terry.
Hi,
So
Julie.
once I've edited it and then I saved it to my computer. So then if I want to print it on Lulu, I go ahead and just upload that file to Lulu, correct? And it'll already be formatted.
Yes, make sure you have PDF print selected, and yes, it should be formatted just fine. Now, what you are going to be prompted to do is to make a cover for it. Now, Julie, do you think you'll do spiral bound, or are you thinking another option?
Probably spiral.
Okay, I could probably, depending on how much time I have this weekend, I could probably give you guys these covers in spiral because that doesn't adjust. But if anyone selects like the paper bound, or if you want linen bound, I can't do that because if you adjust the pages too much, it actually changes the dimensions of the cover. So you'd have to make your own cover, which is more complicated. But Julie, I think what you're describing to me, if I get you that file for the cover pretty quick, you can just upload it and then you can have the same matching cover with the new content you put in here.
I see.
Do you mind, what changes are you hoping to make? And that might help me guide you a little bit.
Oh, for my artwork?
Yes.
We don't do all the artist studies, so it's easy, like in terms of deleting pages,
Yes.
and then and maybe some of the Bible text versions, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you planning on like inserting some more, like, do you do artist study someone else, or you just don't do
I
as
do. No, we do. We do artist study at our co-op, and we
Okay.
also do hymn study at our co-op and composer. So that's why we don't do all of it, you know.
Yeah. I'm just, are you hoping to upload the content, or will you have separate books? You're just wanting to delete?
Separate books. I'm just wanting to delete so that I'm not printing extra pages and stuff. So it's
So
not hard.
Yeah, so that's going to be really easy for you then to just go in.
Yeah.
So when you go in, just really pay attention to this grid view. This will probably be your fastest way.
Correct.
to
And do you
delete.
know why there's blank pages in between the prints? Like that
Yes.
right there?
Yes, it's so when the kids are doing picture study, they're not seeing the other picture, and it also helps is such saturated ink that there's not bleed through, like, because this could actually kind of show through a little bit on this one.
Oh, I see.
So
So that's just the back of that page.
that's just the back of
Oh, I
this.
see. Okay. Okay.
So I wouldn't recommend deleting those. You really don't save that much money, and it kind of tanks the quality of
Right.
printing.
Got it. Got
So,
it.
yeah.
And real quick, Terry, I feel like I'm like monopolizing you. So
Oh,
then
okay.
also the cover page, I really like the our starting our school year pages that you did.
Yes.
So I would love to have those as like the cover page. That would be fun instead of the
Okay.
artwork.
So if you could do, I probably can't go. If you want to do that, is what's going to happen is when you go to Lulu, they're going to give you here. I'm going to go back to Canva. For anyone, you want to make your own covers. Lulu's going to give you the dimensions you need for your cover in a template. Okay, and so you're going to have to put in those dimensions here. You'll hit create custom design and then do custom size. And then whatever, they usually give it to you in inches or centimeters. So make sure make sure you change that toggle switch. And then you have to enter in whatever the dimensions are. This is a common size. That's why I think it's recent. I was making some Canva covers, but I can't tell you with certainty because it depends on your size and what they need. So then you'll work from there, and I would do copy and paste. So I will open up that file real quick just to show you. Okay. You like, which ones do you really like? The first day of school, is that what you said?
Yes.
This one? Let's see here. Oh. Are these the ones you're talking about, Julie?
Let me see. It's coming up. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes, those are
Okay.
the ones.
So here's a trick for this. If you're moving this to the file that you had, just click off to the side here and hold that click, and it's gonna drag, and you can grab all, they're called elements. Everything on there's an element. It's gonna select all of it and then copy that, and you'll switch over to your where are we here? Got too many Canva files open. There we go. Your cover page, and you can paste them in. This is a helpful tool. You see where it says group? I hope I'm not overwhelming you, Julie. This would save you some time if you can remember to click group, because you can move this whole thing, and if you accidentally clicked off, it's going to move together as one unit. So Canva gives you, or not Canva, Lulu gives you a template. You would have to upload it. It's just, you'd save it to your computer. I actually take a screenshot a lot of times to save time. so I don't have to convert the PDF into a JPEG. Do you know how to do screenshots from your computer, Julie?
No,
Okay, it's command. Do you have a Mac or a window?
a Mac.
Command Shift 4. I'm going to type it into the, or do you have a notebook?
I have a notebook.
Okay, if you hit Command Shift 4, I'm going to do it right now and show you. Do you see how I have this target on here?
Uh-huh.
Is that coming, or is there a delay in the share screen? Do you guys see like a target that says 558389?
Well, it says a different number, but it's okay. 60138.
Is anybody there? Or did I lose everybody? Okay. You're breaking up, Julie. Could you say that one more time?
I do see it, but it's a different number, but that's okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. So sorry, I think we had a little lag in the internet. Once that comes up, so it's Command Shift 4, you just click and hold, and then you drag it to as big as that template is. This isn't best practices if you're working for a professional print company, but for what you're doing, it gets it perfectly close enough, and then you can upload it here in Canva. You're going to lay that template over the top and make it as big as your document. And then this part's going to be important if you're doing this process. This position, you want to send it to the back. If you want to use the shortcut keys that I sent you, it's the, I don't even know what you call it, the bracket, the command bracket. We'll send it backwards, or you can click here. And then I like to turn, this is called the transparency down like this. So I can see my guides. You want to keep it out of the blue. You want to keep your elements within that blue. This is the gutter. Especially text, sometimes depending on the look I'm going for, like I want the chalkboard to look like it's like falling off the page. I'll go over into the blue, but I wouldn't ever put any text in the blue gutter. So you spend as much or as little time as you want on that. If you strongly do not care about the cover, Lulu does have like pre-done covers that you can use as an option within there. But so Lulu's kind of like a whole nother thing. I'd be happy to do another class or at the end too, to help people who like really want to figure out how to do Lulu. So is there any more Canva specific questions? Oh, hi, Kim.
Hello.
All right. So no Canvas specific questions. Do you guys want to try working on your R workbooks? I'm going to turn off the, I'm going to turn off the recording now since there's no more questions. Let's see here.